everybody. Welcome to Unlocking the Magic. You're listening to episode 261. This is a fun show today because Bruce and I are going to unlock the mailbox to answer your questions. Welcome to the show, you guys.
Yeah, welcome to the podcast. If you're watching on YouTube, hello. If you're watching or listening to it on iTunes or wherever you are, thank you so much for tuning in. We are finally getting to all your questions.
Finally. Sometimes it just takes forever to yes, we are finally getting to the mailbox and answering your questions. There's a lot of them. We're going to talk about skipping mousekeeping or housekeeping.
We are?
Yep.
Okay.
Best attractions for the little ones.
I saw a question about Tonga toast in there. I'm excited about that one.
Oh, yeah. And of course, plenty of food-related Q&A.
Yes, before we get to the questions, last week's show, we said a keyword, which you had to go over to our YouTube channel, like the video, and leave a comment with the keyword, which was Smuggler's Run.
Smuggler's Run.
You got to say it with that. You had to write it with the Boston accent.
You didn't have to write it with a Boston accent, but I appreciate those of you that did because it made me laugh.
Yeah, me too. But that was the keyword. So we will announce the winner at some point during this episode of the show. So stay tuned.
Perfect.
And at some point when we announce that winner, we'll also announce the keyword for this show to do the same exact thing. Make sure you're subscribed to our YouTube channel.
We're doing it again.
Go leave the comment with the keyword, which I'm not sure what it is yet, but we'll figure it out. I'm sure there's always a word in the show that we say multiple times.
Usually. I'm actually better at that. I feel like I did that in the beginning episodes.
Yeah, maybe. And now we're better at it.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe.
But we'll tell you what the keyword is. Go leave it over on our YouTube channel on this video. And have a chance to win a t-shirt of your choice from Unlocking the Magic.
Yeah. All right.
Hold on a second. By the way, I have a question for people.
Back it up.
If you were a designer or somebody who likes to draw, email us, info@unlockingthemagic.com. I have some ideas for some new t-shirt designs.
You got some big ideas?
I do. I have a lot of big ideas, and I need someone to help me draw some images. We'll give you some shout outs or...
Do you mean it this time? Because I feel like some people have emailed us before. And
yeah, but that was a snack map, and I was interested in that. But then I'm like, how are we going to update that all the time and get it out to people? But these are t-shirt designs that I already know I want to do.
You were just overwhelmed.
Yes.
Okay, so do you need me to help as well?
Please.
Okay, so
info@unlockingthemagic.com if you are a designer and want to help us out with some t-shirt designs.
# teamwork.
Yes.
That's going to be it. All right. We're all in this together.
We are. Let's get into the questions.
All right. This first one is from Patreon. We gotta shout out to Patreon first. If you pay us, we will answer your question.
That's true. If you pay us money, we will answer you. You'll get bumped to the top of the list.
You just got bumped up.
By the way, Patreon is a group that we have where we do our live shows. Last week we did a recap of the podcast live inside of our Patreon group. We also do news and update show for extra episodes inside of our Patreon group. So if you want to go join that, just head over to our website, unlockingthemagic.com.
Perfect. Thank you for explaining what Patreon is.
Yeah, it's because Patreon's a weird word. Like, not everybody knows what that is unless you're into podcasting or video creation.
Okay. Well, are we ready?
I'm ready.
All right. It says, hiya, Connie and Bruce. This one is...
Like, hiya?
Hiya.
Like they're doing karate?
Yes.
Hiya.
Hiya.
Oh.
This is from Katie. She's a member in our Patreon, and she wants to know, I was wondering, what are some of your must-do table service restaurants? We have a lot of credits with the dining plan and have about 3 or 4 nights where we cannot decide to go. We have some fancy ones planned. So they have California Grill, Yachtsman, Boathouse, Ohana. Wow. Chef Mickey's. I say wow because Ohana's really hard to get. But there are any really good ones you could recommend or really good experience ones. Doesn't have to be really amazing food. She also has another question, says, we also have a gift voucher for $500 and are wondering what extra thing we should book. Last year we did the Aqua Tour dive with the sharks at the Seas at Epcot, and it was one of the best things we could have ever done. If you were going 14 full nights, what would you tick off your Disney bucket list? Katie?
Thank you, Katie, for the question.
No, I'm just like, Katie, can I come? Like, can I come with you?
Yeah, you have always wanted to do a couple tours. What are the tours you've always wanted to do?
I want to do all of the tours. So $500 is a lot of money. I feel like, I mean, I guess it's not a lot of money in Disney money, but right. I do always want to do the Keys to the Kingdom tour, just to do anything in Epcot, really. Like, I always talk about doing behind the scenes tour, which I really want to do this coming trip. I don't know if everyone in my family is on board, but stuff like that, I think, really enhances your experience. I don't really feel like you have to spend a lot on these, but 500 is surely enough. I feel like a good chunk of money.
I mean, if you have $500 at your disposal and you were going to pick one tour to go on, which tour would it be?
Probably Keys to the Kingdom.
That's the tour you'd pick?
I don't know. I love all of them. I can't just say
Well, she's
one.
not asking you what you love. She's asking you to pick a tour.
Well, how about this?
Yes.
What would you pick?
I would put that money in my pocket. Spend it on some food.
Some snacks.
Yes.
And some...
No, Keys to the Kingdom tour, I would love to go on. Behind the Scenes tour. I love
You just basically named both of mine.
I understand.
Okay. Just saying.
Okay, thank you for that.
You're welcome.
But I think those two are the ones that I would choose.
All right. For dining experiences, I think she's nailed it. I mean, California Grill, definitely fancy. Ohana is cool. Chef Mickey's, I feel like people say it's hit or miss with the food, but the experience is so fun seeing Mickey. I don't know. In the contemporary, I think that's just really fun.
I think you go to the Chef Mickey's, the food is like the secondary thing.
Yeah.
You go for the atmosphere and you go for the experience with the character dining.
Totally. We talk a lot about going to the Liberty Tree Tavern, like pretty much every one of our older episodes. I'm always obsessed with trying to book that or the sci-fi dinner, the sci-fi one in Hollywood Studios. I almost said also Primetime Cafe. And those two like blend together because I'm really satisfied if I can get either of the two.
The Wave was pretty good. I enjoyed the Wave myself.
The Wave is really good. Like it's one of those easy to get reservations that has a pretty good menu, and I love the vibe if you can get there early of the bar area. That's like one of my favorites.
Yeah, there's a lot. Yeah,
you can't go wrong. There's a lot, but 14 full nights. That's a lot.
That's a long time.
That's a great amount.
Basically
of time.
living at Disney for.
Well, she's coming from overseas.
Oh, okay.
So she really wants to. I mean, just the jet lag and and all that, just to get settled. It probably takes a few days.
I wonder if you'd ever get tired of being there. You're like, okay, that's enough. I want to go home.
Is that possible?
I don't know. I've never been there for 14 consecutive days.
No, we haven't. I think the longest we've ever been is 10.
Yeah, and it was 10.
10.
And it was 10 days where it wasn't like we were at Disney for the full 10 days.
Right.
So we did experience Florida a little bit.
Right. Okay, this next one's from Brittany. She says, I'm literally obsessed with your shows. Looking forward to hearing Please Stand Clear of the Doors. LOL. Listen to about 3 a day while working. Nice. In saying that, we are going to Disney World. We are going to Disney World February 2020 with my parents, sister, brother-in-law, and husband. About mine and my immediate fam's 15th time to go. However, my husband has never been. We always have a blast together. That's good. And although we laugh and cut up all the time, he's a straight shooter. No nonsense kind of guy, meaning he loves Toy Story and that's about it. I know we will have a blast, but I just don't know if you have any tips for first time adult, no nonsense men with no kiddos involved and aren't super fond of other people. LOL. I'm kidding, but seriously.
I mean, that's literally me. You just described me.
To the T.
I mean,
other than having no kiddos.
Yeah, I mean, I have lots of kids.
Right.
And
you got a lot of baggage.
Contrary to the podcast of me being sarcastic and everything on this podcast, I'm pretty much a straight shooter off the air.
Yeah.
I like to just do my thing.
You're definitely no nonsense.
Yeah, no nonsense.
Yeah. I do have a blast with you. I feel like, are you secretly dating Brittany here?
I don't think so.
So I think, okay, so wait, he's never been, all right, let's just backtrack it a little bit. When you go, right?
Yes.
What's like, I know you're like an introvert too, but you love being there, right?
I do.
Like, what is I know I'm putting all the heat on you, but I feel like this is important because I think a lot of people feel like you.
Yeah.
What makes you kind of feel like you walk away with a great experience? Like, what is it that you do while you're there that makes it fun?
It's
other than being with me, of course.
Right. Is it in Disney? They're going to Walt Disney World, right?
Yeah.
So for me, it's the atmosphere that you're in. And when you go on vacation in Disney World, for the most part, 99% of the time, everything is going to be great. Like your service is going to be great. Your hotel accommodations are going to be great. You're going to have a good time in the park. There's no real letdown. Like you could have high expectations and pretty much they're going to be fulfilled. That's what I enjoy. But I enjoy the as much as I don't want to be around people, it's not that I don't want to be around people. It's that I don't want people to be that close to me.
Got it.
You know, so I can enjoy seeing people have a good time and seeing families get together and have fun and eat dinner at the places, but I don't want them to be necessarily super close to me.
Yeah.
We literally shared something on our Instagram or Facebook page, and it was a guy with suspenders, and it had like this hula hoop going around him for personal space. Like, if I could walk around with that, it would be amazing.
You don't want to feel anyone on you.
I don't want people to be super close to me.
Got it.
But the enjoyment that you're going to have of being super excited and being in the Magic Kingdom, and even if you're not into attractions, you can go on there and appreciate the story and the fun that you're going to have, and just kind of like let go and don't worry about being an adult, and you don't have to worry about what's happening in the outside world. You just go there and you kind of walk into that place and you can forget everything.
Here's what I say, right? Because I know what you're feeling.
Yeah.
Okay. And I say figure out what he likes at home. Like, does he love going out to eat? Does he love going for drinks? Does he love hanging by the pool? Like, if it was summer, I would make sure that those are super highlighted around your trip, because it's going to make him chill and you chill.
Right.
He's going to make him chillax and you chillax too. Like, it's going to be overall a really fun time. That said, once you're there, I mean, of course you got to do what you want to do too. So it's kind of like a blend of everything, right?
Yeah, I mean,
like,
there's so many great restaurants
Yeah.
or like bars that you can go to, or just go walking around the resorts. The theming of the resorts is so great that you can just go to a resort and just walk around, especially if you have no kids to worry about.
Speaking of resorts, if it's his first time, he doesn't love a lot of people, I would make sure you pick a resort that is a little bit less crowded. So, like, definitely not a value resort.
Yeah, don't stay at the Art of Animation.
Yeah, don't stay at the Pop, because there might be like cheerleaders there and it's overwhelming and they're
Right.
screaming and it's just too much going on. Like, I would make sure if you're staying on property, I would pick a moderate. If you can do a deluxe, even better. If you can't, that's fine, but a moderate would be great. Or if you are staying off property, I would make sure it feels like a resort type of hotel.
Yeah.
That's kind of how I feel.
I pretty much do whatever.
Does he like Walt Disney? Maybe you can get him to like read some Disney Disney history stuff, and then get him to want to see that.
You know what? That's a good point. Kind of what made me more into Disney than anything else was reading Walt's story of like entrepreneurship and the story of how he actually built the company. That made me more interested in Disney than any Disney animation movie.
Yeah, definitely.
That's what I appreciate about the park. When I go to the park and I see the hotels and all of the employees and the cast members that they have, like, to me, it's amazing that one man who started with nothing could build all of that.
Yeah.
So that's maybe what you should do. Have him get a couple audiobooks or books, or go get Disney Plus and watch the animation movies that they have on there. Not the animation movies, but the Imagineer movie.
Animation's fine.
Because that'll get him into, if he's like me, that'll get him into the business side of it, which I appreciate.
Yeah. All right. Next one is I don't have who it's from. Sorry. It says we're planning a trip with a very active and vocal 20-month-old. Questions for the show. Bullet points. Top 2 rides for a 2-year-old toddler per park. What do you say? What do you think, Bruce?
Top 2 attractions for a 2-year-old?
We're all 2-year-olds at heart.
Oh,
I would
boy.
say, I'm just going to reflect back to our 2-year-olds. And when our kids were little, I have pictures. And it's mostly the attractions that I also got to enjoy, I think. Like, it was like just like this awesome family experience together. But we loved the magic carpets of Aladdin.
I was going to say Aladdin. My other one would be maybe the People Mover was great.
Those two are the top, I feel like, well, at least for us at the Magic Kingdom. Like, I vividly remember our little ones like being so, it like almost felt like they shouldn't be on there, because it was like Magic Carpet rides of Aladdin, it goes pretty high. So like I just remember the breeze going and passing them, and like they were just loving every minute.
Dumbo's another good one.
Totally.
And the train.
Yeah. Walt Disney Railroad?
Yes.
Okay. Grand Fiesta Tour in Epcot. If
That's
she's
a
a
great
vocal 2-year-old, then that's a great one, because you can be as loud as you want in
Nemo.
there.
I'd say Nemo in that one.
Yeah, the Seas with Nemo and Friends, definitely. Kilimanjaro Safari in Animal Kingdom.
That's a great one visually.
Yep. And in Hollywood Studios, I can't think of anything particular other than like there's so many shows.
Like Toy Story Mania would be fun for a little.
Yeah, I guess and no, because you can't really pull the trigger.
But it's very visually appealing.
It is visually, cool. I think that the like Fantasmic is cool for the 2-year-olds there. Like these are like Broadway style shows that you get to enjoy with your kids, which is pretty amazing. So, all right, next one. This is from Kelsey. Best place to cool off on a hot summer day, other than maybe your resort.
Wow, that's a good one. There's a lot of spots to kind of chillax. It depends on where you are, right?
Yeah.
I mean, obviously by the pool would be the best one.
Right.
Your resort, just go sit by the pool.
Best place.
That'd be the best place for me.
Mm-hmm.
Pool hop, maybe, if you feel like it.
Nope. You can't pool hop.
No, don't pool hop, I mean.
Okay.
You're going to get me in trouble there.
Please.
Depends on where you're located, right? There's a lot of spots in the parks that have these cool stations that allows you to like get a little mist on you while you're maybe that's the keyword of the show now, mist. You just chuckled at that one.
No, we're not doing that.
No keyword mist?
No.
All right, we'll pick another one.
Okay.
But there's a lot of these places where you can kind of go get cooled off. But any place that has shade.
Yeah.
In a park bench with a snack, for me, is a perfect spot.
That's your tip?
Yes.
Okay. For me, I would say any show that's pretty long. So I love the Carousel of Progress. Like I talk about that a lot because it's like a long show. It's entertaining and it's cool. So like I typically plan most of the attractions that are in that category like midday. So 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock. We're in those kinds of attractions.
Florida's a little bit different weather-wise than we are here too. Like it gets hotter towards 2, 3, 4 o'clock versus where we are, where it gets hot, like noontime is like the peak.
Right, and then it slightly cools down.
Right.
But yeah, it seems like in Orlando, it gets hotter and hotter as the hours go on.
So if you are in any park, try to plan your show visits to that time frame between like 1 and 4. And then do the attractions that are outdoors where you wait outdoors, or they may be outdoors during the morning or
with
in
or
the
without
evening.
a snack.
Yeah, you can always bring a snack.
All right, next one is how should people deal with dietary restrictions at Disney? This is a good one because our child has dietary restrictions, and I feel like I was really nervous in the beginning. This was a long time ago when I feel like things were not as common, maybe. I don't know. I feel like not too long. Like the whole gluten-free thing and stuff is like, I feel like it's
celiac, gluten-free.
I feel like it's more awareness is happening, which is great now. But anyway, back then, I got to say from the start, Disney has been wonderful. You just make sure that you mention it to the cast member when you're ordering, and they will actually prepare your meal separately. The only issue, if it is an issue, is just add a little more time because they do have so many rules that they do, which is great. The chefs need to separate food, that your order takes a little longer.
Yeah.
Just keep that in mind. But other than that, it's pretty awesome.
They do have a really good variety of options for people with any type of dietary need.
They really do.
It's one of the easiest places that you can go to eat if you have a specific need. They're very much helpful in the fact that they'll make you kind of whatever you need.
They're very accommodating. Yeah. All right. This next one, which one would you choose? Sana, California Grill, or Ohana?
All of the above.
Those are all three pretty fantastic.
Let's rank them 1, 2, or 3, 2, 1. If you had to rank them between choices of your third option, second, and first, what would you do? All
right. Me in particular, I'm going to have to put Ohana at number 1. Only because I love the Polynesian so much and I love that atmosphere.
All right.
Number 2 is going to have to be, this is tricky. I don't know. My number 2, I guess California Grill, because I love being in there when they're streaming the fireworks. They're pumping the music to the fireworks. I think that's really special. And then Sana, but I mean, they're all pretty amazing.
Sana's number 3?
I guess. Although that bread service that they give you, holy moly.
I'm going to do California Grill 3.
Okay.
Sana 2.
Why 3? Expensive?
It's expensive. The options for to eat there are just, for me, I would rather eat at Ohana or Sana.
Okay.
If you have to choose between the menu options.
Got it.
So 3 is California Grill. And like you said, there's no right answer on these. You could literally choose any of these and you'd be fine.
Yeah.
So number 3, California Grill. Number 2, Sana. And number 1 would be Ohana.
That would be your number 1 too?
Yeah.
Okay. Next question. This is, at the Polynesian as well. First timer on Tonga Toast, Captain Cook's or Kona? First timer.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure if you're a first timer, you should go to Captain Cook's.
Wait, really? I thought you were going to say Kona.
Well, here's what I don't want to have happen.
Oh, God.
Because I talk about the Tonga toast a lot.
Okay, let's wait. Spotlight's on
And
you.
there's been vast amount of people, hundreds of thousands of people.
Millions.
Who we sent over without a referral fee of free Tonga.
Not angry about that at all.
No, not bitter whatsoever. Millions and millions of people we sent to get Tonga toast. And there's been a couple, like 3 people who we've blocked from Facebook who said they didn't like it.
He's kidding.
I am.
Okay.
But it may not be for everybody. So I wouldn't want you to go to make a reservation at the Kona Cafe with your family specifically to get Tonga toast and then not like it. Rather, you go to Captain Cook's. It's a lot cheaper in a different environment. Just try it.
Okay.
Maybe you go there with your family, you get one, you share it if you like it. Maybe next time you go back, you make those reservations for Kona. So if you've never tried it before, for me, go to Captain Cook's and just try it to see if you like it.
Like split it with your family.
Yeah, like make sure you're not spending $150 and then
that?
you email me and say it was gross.
Aw. I am surprised a little bit because the strawberry compote that they add at the Kona, I feel like enhances the flavor. Because the Tonga, I'm not gonna lie right now. I gotta say, my mouth is watering. Like I can't wait to have Tonga. I've been on this like sugar-free diet for like a long time, and I'm gonna have an epic cheat day that day. So I am all about the Tonga. But I gotta say, the Kona just adds a little flavor and it cuts out. Sometimes it can be a little dry. So I thought that's why you were gonna say Kona. But I like your point.
You know, I'm just thinking about financially.
That's Bruce. Good job. You just won the show. You just won the answer of the show.
Boom. Show's over. That was easy today.
This one is from Lauren. She's a new listener and she is on the newer episodes. She hasn't caught up all the way to the top yet because she actually talks about Port Orleans Riverside. So let me read this email. Okay.
Sure.
We're doing a few things I know you recommend again, such as staying at the Port Orleans Riverside, not renting a car, and having park hopper passes. Let me just interject here because I feel like we did talk about skipping out. We didn't love Port Orleans Riverside, and now I feel bad for all those.
You feel bad for Port Orleans Riverside? Like they're selling millions of Tonga toast, and nobody's booking Riverside.
Yeah, and
all because of us.
Totally, and I'm like, I think overall the reason why now looking back. That particular vacation it was a tough time. My dad had just passed, so I wasn't, now thinking back, like I wasn't as involved as I normally am when planning the vacation. I don't feel like I gave Riverside a chance. Like I didn't plan any theming. Like I didn't really, looking there now, I probably would love to have stayed at one of the royal rooms or just made a little bit more of the experience there. So
you're basically saying you didn't make that vacation.
I think it was my fault.
Your own.
I'm going to say one thing. It definitely doesn't have the vibe that we were looking, like we were leaving in the fall with leaves on the ground, going to a place, which Port Orleans Riverside is like a bayou kind of leaves on the ground kind of atmosphere. So it kind of made us feel like home.
Right.
Which we didn't, not that we live near a bayou, but there was no like palm trees in the theming or anything. And I think at that particular vacation, like we were looking for something totally opposite me, admittingly probably to escape a little bit reality.
True.
Like, you know, I was
and
really sad.
Close to home when you didn't feel like you were escaping at all because it kind of looks similar to where we came from.
Exactly. So I just want to say, give Port Orleans a chance. Not renting a car though. I mean, we still love renting a car and we still don't like park hopping, but that's for, I feel like, reasons that are particular to us.
Yeah, like we do this whole podcast with the premise saying that you could take our advice, but you have to pivot it towards your family and what you like and don't like.
Yeah.
Like we're less in the moment as a family if we have park hopper, and the ability for us to leave and go somewhere else is there.
Bruce is less in the family.
True. No nonsense Bruce is less in the moment. We didn't enjoy Riverside as much because we've stayed at the Polynesian, we've stayed at the Coronado Springs, and we stayed at the Caribbean Beach, and it felt like different. We were home still.
At the Riverside, you're saying it felt more like home.
It felt like where we live.
Yeah, and I do think like just combining all of that, like I made mistakes.
People love it there though.
I know, and I'm saying like I don't think I gave it a chance. So maybe we need to stay there again and give it another chance.
All right, maybe we will.
All right. She says, one question I have is do you think the service your way is worth getting a gift card for. We're staying 8 nights, and my concerns are that we wouldn't get the fun towel character as well as replenish of toiletries. I really like the thought and idea of going this way. However, I have concerns that 8 nights is a little long without mousekeeping.
I mean, you don't have mousekeeping at your house.
How fun is that?
It's not fun that much, but you don't have it there.
We've done it. We've skipped mousekeeping and got the gift card, and it was fun having the gift card to spend. Like, it felt like free money. So, like, we would use it on souvenirs or whatever. But I feel like everyone just, when you're on vacation, I feel like I'm extra messy when I'm like in my room, and I just appreciate mousekeeping coming, especially after a long night at the park.
And 8 nights is very long to not have mousekeeping.
Yeah.
That was, for us, was only a couple.
That's what I'm saying. I think all in all, I think it's worth having mousekeeping. I really do. They do a wonderful job coming in. What is pretty cool is now the resort rooms, at least the ones we've stayed at recently, have like the big bottles of shampoo and conditioners and the shower gels in the showers, so you don't have to worry about like those little bottles anymore. More environmental friendly too, by the way. But I, like I said, I like coming in. When I come in, I'm just like, I
wonder if you can split it up, like do half yes, half no. All right, are there any more questions?
Couple more.
All right, hold on. Before you get into the next question, sorry, I thought we were almost done there.
What the heck? Okay.
Let's do the winner of last week's show.
Okay.
This week's word of the show, Connie. Do you have a word of the show that you want to do this week?
I do. It's not a word we've been using a lot, but I love this word, and it's teamwork.
All right, teamwork.
Because that's how we get things done here.
That is also true.
All right.
So here's what you're going to do. Go to our YouTube channel. Find the video for this video. Make sure you're subscribed to our YouTube channel too. You have to be a subscriber. I'm going to check. I'm going to check on everybody and make sure you're subscribing. Go like this video. Leave the keyword in the comments, teamwork, and you will be have a chance to be selected for a free t-shirt of your choice. Here's what the winner. Ready?
I am ready.
Olivia Lamper.
That's fun to say.
Olivia Lamper.
I love it.
You are this week's winner.
Everybody with these awesome names.
You are the winner of the t-shirt of your choice. Email us info@unlockingthemagic.com and let us know what color you want, what shirt you want, and what size you want, and I will send you a Team Tonga shirt anyway. Just kidding.
Okay. Next
Congratulations.
Question. Congrats. All right. Thanks. Seriously, you guys. Thanks so much for sharing, subscribing, just everything you do to help us grow the show. We really appreciate it. Okay. This next one actually I had to pull up on my phone because I didn't add the email on my paper here.
Alrighty.
Okay, ready?
Let's do it.
This one is so cool. This is from Mailman Mike.
Mailman Mike, what's up?
This says, "Hi, Connie and Bruce. I was delivering mail today in the good old Midwest snowstorm. As I was trudging through the snow and ice, I listened to some Unlocking the podcast. The joy and cheerfulness of your podcast is wonderful. They help to brighten my day."
Aw, thanks, Mike.
So he says, "I have a question for you. My wife and I haven't been to Walt Disney World since Epcot's first year. We decided what better way to visit again than at Christmas. This year, we are heading there in November to see Walt Disney World decorated for Christmas."
This didn't already happen, did it?
No.
Okay.
No. My question is, the day we go to the Magic Kingdom, should we, 1, just visit for the day, or 2, visit for Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party, or 3, do both a day visit and Mickey's Very Merry Christmas? Our main reason for visiting is to see the park all decorated for the holidays. We don't know if there is plenty of Christmas fun during the day or if it's all saved for the evening of the Christmas party. Thank you in advance. Have a happy new year. Mailman Mike.
I mean, there's definitely Christmas stuff to do during the day, but if it's your first day, I would go Very Merry Christmas Party.
I think I would too. It's just so fun.
Yeah, you get to get in pretty early. And it seems it's a good night. It gets dark. You get to enjoy the Halloween decorations. There's so much going on for Very Merry Christmas Party that you'll be able to see. Mm-hmm. Going during the day and at night, you may get a little tired, but I would like relax during the day and then go to the Christmas party at night.
Wait, so they only have one day that they can go to the Magic Kingdom?
We've done that before, though. We did that before where we only had one day at the Magic Kingdom and we went to the Halloween party.
That's true.
So I didn't feel like I was missing out on anything.
That is also true.
You know, especially if you've been before, but it sounds like they haven't been in a long time.
A long time. As a New Englander would say, a wicked long time.
But I think if you haven't been to the Magic Kingdom in a long time, what better time to go than Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party?
I think you should, during the day, if you're staying on property, or if you're not, maybe try to get to some of the resorts. Like I love seeing the Grand Floridian during the holidays. Maybe do something like that to enhance your holidays at Walt Disney World.
Correct.
I like it. I like it when you agree with me, Bruce.
No nonsense, Bruce, right here. It's getting at 30 minutes.
Perfect. Okay. Next one is from Lori B. and family. My family and I have been catching up on episodes, and we love the banter between the two of you. My husband is shaking his head in agreement with Bruce every time.
Yes, right.
We too live in New England, Rhode Island, actually, and we're heading to Walt Disney World in August. We get that it will be hot, but are looking for feedback about the Walt Disney World water parks. We've only done the parks on our family vacations. Have you been? We are bringing our 11 and 16-year-old boys. Thank you for your feedback. Keep up the entertaining shows.
Thanks.
Right.
Listen, humidity was the word of the show a couple shows ago, so I'm with you in August. It's fine.
Yeah.
But it definitely will be humid.
Yeah. I think the water parks are so fun. Like, I wasn't a big believer in the water parks, I would say, a few years ago. And then something happened. Maybe it's because our youngest finally reached an age where it was easier to keep an eye on her. And, like, you're not as, I don't know, not that you need to be worried, but, like, I didn't.
You're always worried.
Yeah, I'm always worried. But, like, she got to an age where I feel like we could do a lot together at the water park. And Typhoon Lagoon, I think, that's it for me.
I am not a fan of water parks.
Yes.
Like, I am really that no-nonsense guy. Like, I really am that I, like, probably just want to go to Disney and just sit down and do nothing and stare at the wall.
Yeah.
Around nobody.
And eat.
And just have Tonga toast.
Yeah.
Like, literally, that's it.
Yeah.
Wow. I just realized how not fun I am.
That's pretty much what you do here at home.
But anyway, I don't like water parks. That being said, I love Disney water parks.
Yes.
I had the time of my life at Typhoon Lagoon with the kids.
Time of your life.
The time of my life. And I was exhausted when we were done.
That is saying a lot. I feel like you just sold everybody on the water park.
I'm telling you, the key to life is low expectations. I went to Typhoon Lagoon saying to myself, this is going to be horrible.
Yeah.
There's not going to be no fun.
No.
There's people in bathing suits. It's crowded. The sun's out. I don't want to go down any slides. And I left there being like, can we go back tomorrow?
You were pumped.
I was so fun. So Typhoon Lagoon for me is my choice.
All right.
The Lazy River, I lost my sunglasses. I lost my hat. Like, I was totally fine with it still.
It did, like, looking back, Typhoon Lagoon definitely had that cruise ship feel. Like, when we went to Disney's Private Island, like, I felt like I was at Typhoon Lagoon. Like, they did a really good job theming that.
Yeah.
So we're pretty much sold on Typhoon Lagoon. I think Blizzard Beach is a fun place, but for us, whatever reminds us of snow, we're out.
Yeah.
Like, we don't want to be reminded of blizzards. We just want to be totally taken away to someplace tropical. So that's our choice.
The wave pool at Typhoon Lagoon, too, has this ginormous wave that comes at you. And then I actually like that better versus the constant wave because it feels like you get to kind of relax in there a little bit versus getting constantly hammered with waves.
Yeah.
Although that's what the Lazy River is for.
That is also
fun story.
Okay.
I lost my sunglasses.
Yeah.
And as we were leaving, or towards the end of the day, I go over to customer service and I'm like, hey, I lost my sunglasses. Did someone happen to bring them back here?
Yeah.
And they go over and they bring back like this huge basket of like thousands of sunglasses. I'm obviously over exaggerating, but are any of these them? And I'm like, I don't think so. What the?
Thank you.
I actually felt better about myself.
Yeah.
Because I wasn't the only one who lost their sunglasses.
You didn't pick through them?
No.
No.
I wasn't touching anybody's sunglasses.
Have these been disinfected?
I'm out. Like, you know what? You can keep them. They weren't that expensive.
Note to self, do not wear expensive sunglasses to Typhoon Lagoon.
Yeah, go to like those
Walmart
outlet shops in Florida. Grab a $5 or $10 pair of sunglasses. That way, if you get lost, you just like, you know what? That was an investment.
That was it. Yep. Okay, last question. This is from Carrie. This will be 8 and 7's third trip. I cannot convince Little Miss 7 to go on any roller coasters. Wait, there was more to that email. You didn't copy and paste enough of it.
Oh, sorry.
Okay, so this is about her 7-year-old, and she does not want to go on roller coasters.
Who is this from?
This is from Carrie. Sorry, Carrie, we botched your question here.
I'll read it. I have it right here.
Okay.
I recently discovered your podcast while gearing up for a trip in February. I found you guys easy to relate to and listen to and feel like you may be some help. We're going with our 3 kids, ages 8 and 7, and just shy of 3. and a set of grandparents and one set of grandparents.
Ooh, fun.
This will be 8 and 7's third trip. I cannot convince little Miss 7 to go on any roller coasters. Refuses to even consider Slinky Dog and doesn't want to go on Mine Train either.
Aw.
She rode the Mine Train at age 3 on her first visit and hasn't wanted to since. She is also very worked up at the thought of doing the Haunted Mansion and how to be a bug, both of which she has done before. How would you convince her all of these things are fun and she has nothing to be afraid of? Should I just drag her on crying and screaming to all those things? Any suggestions would be greatly appreciated. As somebody who may be on the ride with you, please don't bring them on dragging and screaming.
I knew you were going to say that.
Thank you for that.
I knew you were going to say that. What do you think?
I don't think you should bring any kid on to any attraction that they don't want to do. What I think you should do is, at home, bring up some videos on YouTube about the attractions and show them, and then let them make the decision on their own. And when they're ready to go on, they'll go on.
Yeah. Yeah, we had...
Been there, done that.
Yeah, we've been there, done that a lot, and it didn't matter. It seemed like the more... it just seemed like the more we were pushing the issue, the harder no we were getting.
There's going to be a time, and this happened to our oldest child. She did not want to go on the Tower of Terror, remember? She went on once.
Oh, I remember.
And then for 5 years, she just would not go on. And we would ask her, nope. We would ask her, nope. She'd literally wait in the gift shop of the Tower of Terror waiting for us to come out.
Yep.
And then finally, one day, she was like, I'm going to go with you guys. And we all looked at each other like, what? It was like super exciting.
It was like we let go.
Yeah. You have to let them kind of do what makes them happy. And if they don't want to go on a Haunted Mansion attraction, don't feel like they're missing out on something.
I do think that having YouTube videos and having those resources is really helpful, though.
Very much.
Because you can see sometimes, who knows, she might see it and it might make her think about it, or maybe makes her a little bit more nervous. I just remember our oldest now. I mean, she's 17. She explained to us the feelings that she remembers when she was that age and was scared. And her thing was like with the Tower of Terror. She was like, "Mom, I just didn't like the sensation of my stomach dropping."
Yeah.
It made me feel like I was like losing control. And when she explained that to me, I was like, oh my gosh, you're kind of right.
Plus, as a parent, you got to make your kids do a lot of stuff. Homework, eat dinner, go to practice.
Shower.
Yeah, who wants to make your kids do stuff at Disney? Just let them do what they want to do.
That is, wow. Bruce, you just won another answer today.
Yes.
You literally are the winner today.
Yes, I am the winner.
You're the winner. Well, that's it for questions.
All right. Well, thanks, Connie.
You're welcome.
Go check us out on YouTube, by the way. Thanks to our sponsors for the show, Kingdom Strollers. If you're looking for a stroller rental while you're at Walt Disney World, go check out kingdomstrollers.com. So many different kinds and varieties available for you. I suggest the single ones, if I do say so myself, to go along with your 2-zipper limit backpack, your Tonga Toast t-shirt.
How are we going to limit ourselves from discussing this further?
Oh, this is the podcast.
I think it's the big ones that they give you at Walt Disney World that are annoying.
Maybe it's the operators of the big ones.
Maybe we need to do like a team day of like racing the double wide strollers around like crowds.
Or they should have some sort of training.
Training, yes.
Like how to take a turn with a double wide stroller.
Absolutely, yeah.
All right, whatever.
Okay.
I'm out.
All right.
But anyway, thank you so much to Kingdom Strollers. Go check them out, kingdomstrollers.com. You can also find them on Instagram at Kingdom Strollers. By the way, we're on Instagram.
We're on the gram.
Go check us out. Shoot us a message. Unlocking the Magic Podcast.
We're just everywhere.
We're not everywhere.
Oh,
we're on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube.
Isn't that everywhere nowadays?
No, that's TikTok.
Oh.
I mean, we're on TikTok, but we're not really doing much there. But we're unlocking the magic on TikTok if that's your thing.
Okay.
But Unlocking the Magic, we'll take all the show notes for you on this episode as well. You can go over to unlockingthemagic.com is our website.
Perfect.
Yeah. All right.
Doing a lot of talking today.
Well, I don't feel like I talked a lot in the beginning.
Okay, so you're making up for it?
It took me a little bit to get going.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah, so don't make your kids go on crying and screaming to any attractions. So let's recap the show.
Okay, don't drag on kids.
Go to Captain Cook's for your first Tonga.
Yep. Keep mousekeeping. I don't know.
Keep mousekeeping.
I like mousekeeping.
If it's super hot out, go on the indoor attractions during from 1 to 4.
Perfect. If
you wanna stay cool.
if you're a no nonsense guy, figure out what he like.
Yeah. If you're a no nonsense guy, get a couple drinks by the pool and hang out.
It's always like, what is it, like food? Love is with food.
Yes.
So just find out what kind of food he loves, and there you go.
Email me. I will give you 5 snacks you must try in Magic Kingdom as a no nonsense guy.
Perfect.
Alone in the corner.
All right. Perfect. I wasn't listening. I hope that was appropriate.
Yeah, it was pretty much appropriate.
Okay, good.
As appropriate as it could be for me.
Perfect.
All right. Thank you guys so much. Thank you for all your emails, all of your questions, and we'll see you next week.
Bye, everybody.